Hello everyone, my name is Vikas Dayal and this is the tutorial 1 for the CSAT series. In the first tutorial, I'm going to explain to you the most efficient method for qualifying CSAT. CSAT has been something that people have been worrying about a lot, but I'm going to tell you this, that there is a method to clearing CSAT and that you can do on your own if you follow this method. So this method is divided into 3 parts. First is the pilot, second is the game, and third is the trick. So now I'm coming to the part 1 of the tutorial. It is called the pilot because just like a pilot project, you are going to test yourself in a previous year paper. So you need to download the 2021 CSAT paper because the official answer key is out and it just happened a couple of days back, so it is on the latest pattern, right? So now you solve this paper in 2 hours as per step 2. So what is the step 2? The step 2 is very significant because you need to solve all of comprehension. You need to mark the correct options that you can that you can reach to in 35 minutes. So for example, generally there are about 24 to 28 questions from the comprehension section, from the English comprehension section, and you need to solve them within 35 minutes. If you are not able to do, for example, if you are able to just do 18 questions within the stipulated time limit, you leave your comprehension there and then, and you move on to the next section, which is reasoning and mathematics. So maths and reasoning you need to solve in 85 minutes. This time limit again is very sacred. And one more time limit which is sacred is a 2-minute rule, where you just spend 2 minutes in any maths and reasoning question. If you are not able to solve it within 2 minutes, then you leave it there and move on to the next section. If you follow this approach, so out of maybe the comprehension section, obviously you will be able to solve about 15 to 24 questions. So if there are 24 questions, many people will be able to solve 24 out of 24 if you show enough hurry. You need to be hurry from minute 1. Then only you will be able to utilize your time in the most efficient method, and you will be able to solve more questions. So there will be about 15 to 24 questions that you will be able to solve from the comprehension section, and there will be about at least 30 questions. Even if you are not so good at maths and reasoning, you will be able to solve 30 questions this way, because the 2-minute rule will allow you to move from one question to the next, and this way you will be able to solve maximum number of questions. So even in a very even in a situation where you're not good at CSAT, you'll be able to solve about 45 questions, and this is a very good situation to be in, because most people who are not able to qualify CSAT, they either mark less than 40 questions, or maybe if they mark 45, then the last 5 questions they'll be doing it in a hurry. So 45 questions in the worst case scenario you'll be able to mark, and in a good scenario you'll be able to do 24 plus 40 questions, and this will make it 64. And believe me, if you do such 64 questions, even if you mark a lot of questions incorrect, you will be in a comfortable position to clear CSAT. One important rule that you need to follow is do not recalculate ever. Do not recalculate. If you are if you think that, if you do not doubt your calculation, because if you do that, you will basically overspend time, and the 2 minute limit will be breached, and eventually just to mark one question totally correct, you will be compromising upon a lot of other questions. So this way the pilot should be done. Now let's talk about the game. How you should play the game of improving your CSAT is that you need to identify what is your strengths and what is your weakness. So it is not wise to purchase a CSAT tutorial course or video lecture, or go to a book without identifying what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses, because there may be some questions where you are naturally good at, and some questions where you are not able to perform as good as you can. So in this particular part, how you should play the game is that you match your answers with the key, and now you need to divide your math, reasoning, and comprehension questions into 3 parts. The first one is the easy ones. So which questions are the easy ones, which you could do within time? So for example, this one question which talks about there are 2 friends, X and Y, and they are going in one direction. The X is going in this direction, Y is going in the another direction. Then they are moving south and north, and then they are asking linear distance between these two friends. And this is something which is very easy. Most of you will be finding out that you can do it within time. There will be difficult questions. These are difficult and not impossible, because they looked doable, but you could not solve them within time. So these are the questions that are most important, because you can decrease time limit time in them if you practice them a lot. So make this list, mark the easy ones, the difficult ones, and the impossible ones. So impossible ones are the questions which you got scared of by just looking at them, just like this question. So most of the people in 2022 prelims, they saw these questions and they left it because they thought that how would we reach to a conclusion, how would we reach to a result, and they moved on to the next questions. So if you are in this scenario, if one question is in this scenario or this scenario, then it is good. But this particular scenario is very dangerous, and it might lead you to a stage where you are qualifying the GS paper 1 in prelims and not the CSAT paper. So now let's move on to the third section, the third part of this video, where we talk about the trick. The trick is very important because here you learn to do the difficult questions. As I already told you, difficult questions are the ones which look very doable, but you overspend time in them. So how can you learn them? You can learn them from a friend, from a mentor, or from a YouTube video analysis. So like a mentor, I'm going to explain to you how to do this seemingly difficult question, so which people overspend time in the 2022 prelims CSAT paper. So this question says that how many 3-digit natural numbers without repetition of digits are there such that each digit is odd and the number is divisible by 5. So we are going to create a 3-digit natural number where it is divisible by 5. So it and also it should be odd. So it can be odd and divisible by 5 only when in the units digit you have 5. Now there are two more positions, and in these positions which numbers can we place? So this is only one choice which is available. So technically there can be only one possibility. Here how many possibilities are there? So there should be odd numbers. So what are the odd numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. 5 is already taken, so it is removed from here. So there can be 4 choices here and 3 choices here and 1 choice here. So the possibilities of such numbers will be 12. So this way you can do this question, and this way I'm going to help you make a list of difficult, easy and unsolvable or impossible questions. And the difficult questions that you'll be having, I'm going to explain to you one-on-one or through a video in the SCG Last Lab program that is going to start on 3rd of March. So the PDF of this video is going to be put in the Telegram channel, which I'm going to put the link of in the description. And thank you so much for making us reach the 10,000 mark of subscribers. And please like this video. If you like it, then I'll be making more tutorial videos for difficult questions, where you spend more time and you can learn these difficult questions and you can be better off in this year's CSAT, because every year UPSC will be asking such questions. Almost a very similar question will be asked this year as well from the permutations and combination chapter. So thank you so much for watching till the end.